The Imitation Game stars Benedict Cumberbatch and Keira Knightley and is the true story of Alan Turing, a man who during World War II was on a team trying to crack the Nazi code so that they could win the war. I've heard quite a bit about this movie, and I hate how it takes longer for these movies to come to where I am, but thank goodness it came, because this is one of the best movies I've seen so far this year. A lot of that is due to brilliant work by Benedict Cumberbatch. Now, me saying that Cumberbatch gave a good performance in a movie at this point is a cliche. The man is a masterful actor. He is so good in this movie. I'm talking just nailing it. He just nails it. This movie, oh my gosh, he's good in this film. And Keira Knightley also, terrific. Really good work from both of these actors. It's also a fantastically directed movie by a very talented Norwegian director whose name I'm not going to try to butcher, but the work that he does in this movie in portraying this time period in which people are really fighting a war without ever touching any guns. They're in a room, they're trying to crack this Enigma code, and it's portrayed as even more important than the physical combat that's going on the outside walls. Alan Turing, as portrayed in this movie, isn't really the most likable person at first. He's kind of rude, he's extremely smart, and it's very difficult to really understand him. But through Cumberbatch's warmth, the script, and the direction, you just want to like this man. You want to like him, and you feel such sorrow for him. And one of the most important aspects of this movie, and one that not too many people are talking about, is that it's not just some spy espionage thriller. This really is a movie about a man who is gay in a time period where that was literally illegal, where you could actually be chemically castrated if it was found out that you were gay. I mean, that is utter bullshit. And that actually happened on this earth. And this movie is largely about the struggle of hiding who you are and the difficulties that come with that. And so the title is perfect, because not only is it something that Alan Turing came up with, this imitation game, but it's also about a man trying to imitate something that he's not, and the difficulties that come along with that. Now, this really touched home for me. And I usually don't try to get too personal in my videos, because I don't really think getting personal in a video is really going to lend anything to film criticism. But I feel like I can't really explain why this touched me so much without saying that growing up, I have had a friend who was gay and hid it for a very long time. And I watched it eat away his life, and there's nothing really I could do about it. And I'm telling you, Cumberbatch nailed it. This is what it's like for someone dealing with that type of mistreatment. And he got it right. It's what it's like. He got the pain and the torment and the torture of that. And, you know, nowadays it's obviously not as bad as during the time period of this movie, like where it was actually illegal and you could go to court. There's still a lot of problems nowadays. Like, I mean, just a couple years ago when my buddy decided he was going to come out, and a lot of his family kind of disowned him for that. And it was a horrible situation. And I've seen it. And that shit is freaking real. I mean, it's out there. And this movie just got it right. And it really hit home for me. And I gotta say, that's one of the most touching aspects of this movie, is that it really understood the plight that someone goes through when they have to deal with this type of situation. And so I was very deeply affected by this movie and Cumberbatch's work, but also it's a beautifully directed movie. It looks terrific. The score is excellent, and the dialogue is so good that it gets to a point where you don't even think of it as dialogue anymore, because you're so invested in the movie, you're so invested in the story. As for flaws, I have but only one. During the first half of the movie, they will sometimes flash forward in time. And while this story comes to a head near the end, during the first half, it felt very procedural whenever they would flash forward to the 50s. And I felt like it weighed down the more intensity and dramatic power of the story that was happening during World War II. As I said, those flash forwards come to a head near the end of the film and the importance is revealed. But leading up until that, it was kind of like, okay, let's get back to the World War II stuff. That's the meat, you know, that's the meat stuff. I'm going to give The Imitation Game an A. So guys, have you seen The Imitation Game? What are your thoughts on it? And better yet, are you a Cumberbatch? I'm a Cumberbatch. He's a good-looking man. He's a good-looking man. He's a good actor, too. And he kind of resembles Butthead. That's random, but, you know, it kind of came to my mind the other day. Guys, thank you so much, as always, for watching. And if you like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmanized.